This afternoon, the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said that the midterm elections are going to be a report card on your progress on inflation, border security, and standing up to Russia. Do you think that that's a fair way to look at it? And if so, how do you think that report card looks right now?
I think report cards can look pretty good if that's where we're at. But look, the idea that Mitch has been very clear. He's going to do anything to prevent Biden from being a success. I get on with Mitch. I actually like Mitch McConnell. We like one another, but he has one straightforward objective. Make sure that there's nothing I do that makes me look good in his mind, with the public at large. And that's okay. I'm a big boy. I've been here before. I'm taking too long answering your questions. I apologize. I think that the fundamental question is, what's Mitch for? What's he for on immigration? What's he for? What's he proposing to make anything better? What's he for dealing with Russia? It's different than I'm proposing that many of his Republican friends or his colleagues are supporting as well. What's he for on these things? What are they for?
That was Joe Biden there, struggling to answer a question over whether it's a fair assessment to say his report card will be determined by the midterm elections. The president has fronted the media today and allowed them to ask questions for the first time in nearly 80 days. We have reached Biden's one-year anniversary in the Oval Office, and with that pivotal day comes a line of questioning on what he's done right and what he's done wrong. Tension between Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell seems to be heating up as the two continue to throw shade at one another. The Senate Minority Leader has been critical of Biden in the last week, believing the president's address last Tuesday in Georgia, which focused on voting rights and changing the legislative filibuster, was incoherent and incorrect. Today, a reporter told Joe Biden that Mitch McConnell said earlier the November midterms will be a report card for the president on how he's handled things like inflation and standing up to Russia. The president says he believes his report card is looking pretty good and that Mitch McConnell will do anything to prevent him from being a success. Joe Biden, struggling to find the words, said Leader McConnell's main objective is to do everything he can to make sure the president doesn't look good to the public. In what seems to be a reoccurring theme for the president, he continued to ask, "What's Mitch for?" meaning, what are his policies? The president then went on to claim he's had 5 Republican senators tell him they want to vote in favour of his agenda, but are fearful of being defeated in the primaries.
Did you ever think that one man out of office could intimidate an entire party where they're unwilling to take any vote contrary to what he thinks should be taken for fear of being defeated in a primary? I've had 5 Republican senators talk to me, bump into me, quote unquote, or sit with me, who've told me that they agree with whatever I'm talking about for them to do. But Joe, if I do it, I'm going to defeat it in a primary. We got to break that. It's got to change. And I doubt you're all, sounds like I'm being solicitous, you're all bright as hell, well-informed, more informed than any group of people in America. But did any of you think that you get to a point where not a single Republican would diverge on a major issue? Not one? Anyway.
Those 5 Republican senators are?
Sure. No, are you kidding me? I maintain confidentiality.